Morning, colleagues. This is Tusanang PM Sebata. Yes, I'm your financial teacher. That's what I call myself. That's what I do. I have other things on the sides, but when it comes to how I would describe myself, a financial teacher. For me, my focus is on investments. Yes, some people try to avoid it and think they can just run their lives without it. I'm here to justify that you cannot avoid investments. You live in this world, in these times, you have to understand investments. It's not optional. You are in it. It's like paying taxes. As long as you're making some money, you pay taxes. You're not making some money, when you go and buy your food, you pay VAT. Buy anything else, you pay VAT. So you cannot avoid investments. They're just part of our lives. My advice is always get on with it. Learn it, understand it, do it well. It's not optional. That's the world we live in. I'm just chilling here in the bush. As you can tell from my Twitter account, if you want to find me, you'll find me in my rural roots. I'm just here in the Bundu teaching lots about financial investments, and I'll be posting lots of videos on this matter, but I just wanted to start off with saying everybody has to deal with it, and unfortunately they don't teach it at schools. That's why I'm your financial teacher. Let's get on with it. Key for me is that understand your stuff, understand your numbers, understand your finances. Start it from the basics of investments. Simple things like your budget on a daily basis. You have to write it down. You have to have your budget and understand where your money is going. Do your own audit. Audit yourself. Go back to your income statement, to your bank statement. Understand where your money is going to. We can't continue with this thing of saying, hey, I don't know where my money went to. No, you know. You have to know. That's just the way it is. Do your finance, your budgets, understand how much money is coming in, how much is going out. We'll go into the depths later as to understand how to improve that. But as a start, get your budget right. Get your bank statement done. When you want to ask for a loan, everybody will ask for your bank statements. What they are checking is how much you earn. How do you use that money which you earn? How much is left over on a monthly basis? Can you afford to pay for what you want the loan for? Will you be able to pay back the capital, the principal that is, and the interest? You're already in the game. And most of the decisions which you make on a daily basis are financially related. Yes, you live in a financial world. So let's get on with it. Whether you are in the rural areas, in the bush, wherever you are, you're dealing with finances. So let's get on with it. And better enjoy it. There's no other way. Since they won't teach you finance, find a way to learn it somewhere. Find yourself a coach. Most people live their lives without coaches, without advisors. Many things are more like a secret, like your private affair. No. Presidents get people to pay, the government gets to pay advisors for ministers, MECs, even the president. They pay some people to advise him. Companies, CEOs, they have directors, advisory boards, all that stuff so that they get all the advice they need, because nobody can have all the core skills to make it in this time. But most individuals and most small businesses don't have advisors. They are not even accountable to anyone. They don't have life coaches, financial coaches, business coaches. You're going to fail. That's a prescription for failure. It's a given. Sort out your finances. Start now. They didn't teach you at school. Most of you, I don't expect you to have that core skill, but it's a skill which you have to learn. It's a must. It's not one of those which you can make it through without. Which quadrant are you living in? Are you an employee? Are you paying all your taxes as an employee? Do you have a company you are running on the side? Don't tell me you are putting money for the provident fund to look after you in the future. They will devalue the currency. They can play games with the finances. They can play games with your money in the bank. It loses value. You end up with your life messed up, turned upside down, when you really now need the money for your retirement. So that fund, which you think is your retirement fund, can be financially messed up within a month. Find something which is bulletproof from those financial games. Have several investments and make sure that your investments are bulletproof. They cannot be played around. And let's keep in touch. Make this circle a little bit bigger. I'm trying to keep this under 6 minutes, but there will be more coming. I'm your financial teacher. I thank you.